Wow, from what you've just shared, it's obvious that you went to art school. What was your major in art school?
Fashion design.
Oh, fascinating.
Yes, as hard as it is to believe at this point in my life, but I studied fashion design. It was all I cared about.
So Giang, what's the motivation to become a YouTube vlogger from a fashion design student?
Oh, I was 25 at the time, and I was studying in the UK. I was in the UK studying marketing, and it was my master's degree. And I thought that wouldn't it be nice to just record whatever I have to say about my everyday life for my mom to see, and for my friends to be able to update what's going on with me in the UK. So just like that, I made my first video. It was really bad. My first videos were really, really bad. But then I was happy. There were very few things in life that could make you just focus on it and do it without any distractions. And then when you look up, it's not noon anymore. It's you would sit from noon to almost midnight and completely forget about the time. And I knew that it was something special to me. I knew that I loved it. Back in the days when we had 360 Yahoo blog, anybody remember?
Of course. Yahoo 360, RIP.
Yeah, I used it when I was in secondary school, I think.
Oh, I was writing all the time, and it was such a game changer for me because it was no longer just me and my notebooks, but it was me and my thoughts still, but then people would be able to read it and people would be able to connect to me at scale because they were so far away from me, yet they had the opportunity to read my thoughts. And it was such an amazing thing that happened to my life. The internet completely changed everything for me. And I found friends that way. I found my husband that way. He was one of the people that read my blog at the time. And so with the YouTube vlogs, it was the same principle of how my mother and my friends at home could connect to me from very far away. And that's how I just started.
So, watching your YouTube videos from the first video to the videos now, there's been quite a significant change. It's quite cool, to the creative community to see such a big change being possible.
Yeah, I think from the creator's perspective, I think it definitely is really empowering to see just how much they have improved. So, Giang, do you identify yourself as a freelancer?
Yeah, I am indeed a freelancer at the moment, and I love it, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
What do you love about it?
I love everything about it, but mostly I love the freedom. I love the freedom to be able to go to the bank whenever I want and not have to ask my boss, because the bank only works within the working hours, so I would have to ask my boss if I could go to the bank that day, and they would let me go. But it's just the freedom of it. I can do whatever I want, and I wouldn't have to submit my ideas to a boss that would have the power to tell me whether to do it or not. And it's just so powerful to me in a sense that I get to decide. And I wouldn't trade this life for anything else. I wouldn't. It was all worth it. I love it.
Well, a lot of people love the freedom that comes with freelancing, right? But a lot of the issues with freelancing is that people don't make enough money some months. Do you experience the same thing in the sense that, finances can be fluctuating?
Definitely. I think that it's going to be difficult for some people. They would feel anxious at times, especially now. The freelancers are freaking out because we don't know what's going to happen next. And that's fair enough. But then the way I cope with it is that I know that I always have a cushion. I always have, I prepare a mattress to fall on. So if everything goes to zero, I would be able to survive for at least 6 months to a year with my saving account. And that gives me a sense of peace, It gives me a sense of safety, and I believe that it is also the thing that all freelancers should do. We should prepare for the worst, and having just having that extra saving account can help so much in terms of all the unpredictable situations that are coming our way.
All right, so that's fascinating insight, because usually people associate a freelancing career with autonomy and freedom and flexibility, but as a freelancer, you actually have to be even more organized, and you have to have funds saved for rainy days. So I think that is sage advice for people out there aspiring to a career in freelancing.
You know what I also think? I think freelancing is actually a business. Like, we call it and we think it's like somebody who's just working on their own time, but really they have to think about creating their business, you know, via their different platforms that they have, right? So YouTube itself is a business, Instagram is a business, being a KOL is a business, and they have to plan for how they're going to get customers too. You know, they don't just go about like being happy-go-lucky and to be able to make stable finances. That's my opinion.